We're facing an unbelievable looming housing crisis in the United States.
The economic crash or recession, early 2000s, that had a large part to do with it.
People recognizing that their debt is saddled them into a certain kind of a job that they don't necessarily like, or a certain kind of pace that they don't necessarily like.
A certain subset of people just said, you know what, I really don't want a 30-year debt that I'm paying 30% of my income for, and then if I lose my job, I'm not able to make the payment.
I mean, that's half of our lives for a lot of people, and certainly it's a burden for, you know, the best part of your life.
I think there's a pendulum swing away from the direction that we've been going in the United States.
We are at an era of dramatic change, a re-evaluation of what is important.
People are starting to wake up and realizing that when you own a whole lot of stuff, that stuff ends up owning you.
A lot of people that feel like they're missing something, even if they're married and they have pets and their house is full, it's like they still feel a hollowness and they're wondering how to fill that up.
So many people have invested so much money in their homes by making them bigger.
We don't need to live in 3,000 square feet or 6,000 square feet.
Thus we see a reevaluation and action and movement towards small house building, a relevance of small house building.
It's basically a pendulum swing back to something more logical.
It's one way that people are saying, you know what, the options that are out there are not working for me. And so what is a better option?
I think people are thirsty for a nice home that doesn't cost a fortune.
A smaller building footprint is sort of at the foundation of energy efficiency.
Having a smaller space and a smaller footprint, and then using the resources and the money that you have to just experience things and do things and share experiences with other people is what people are now gravitating towards.
By scaling down to a small house, people then start really living a good life.
They're finding that making that move and downsizing and being in a cute little cottage or whatever their flavor is very, very affordable.
This tiny house convergence, I think, is going to be, you know, bar none, one of the best in the area, probably one of the best in the nation.
Well, I don't think there's anything like it in the region.
You're going to see some tiny houses and see plans and talk to people who've lived in them and built them.
People will be learning firsthand from the residents, seeing the work that they've done.
You have this small house convergence, people can come and see it in actuality. Once you can see it, it can become a reality.
You know, there's a really good mix of kind of hands-on stuff.
There's a diversity of presenters.
I'll be doing a workshop on compressed earth block.
How to build a simple arch structure.
Talk and demonstration on framing a tiny home.
The legal requirements related to small and tiny houses.
Passive design techniques.
A natural building workshop, and we're definitely going to do cob.
I'll have a cutaway section of a container showing how I do things.
We all are passionate about what we do and passionate about sharing.
We're bringing together people that actually walk the walk and are living the dream right now and have experiences to kind of guide you in the right place.
I mean, ultimately, I think it's about empowerment, the inspiration, the knowledge, and the empowerment that they can go and do it also.
Buildings in the United States consume at least 50% of the energy that we use in the United States, but it doesn't need to be that way.
One of the best ways that we can respect Mother Nature and the environment is to reduce our consumption when it comes to anything, but with building, it's something that happens, you know, construction is happening all the time everywhere, and anything we can do to cut back on that makes a huge difference. So
when you're talking about fundamentals, it's hard to beat a greater purpose than addressing shelter, food, or water.
What do we really need? So something modest and smaller scaled just makes a lot of sense.
The smaller you go, the more you let go of, the more you end up holding, the more you end up with. The more you end up feeling like you're a part of something more dynamic and bigger than anything you ever could have dreamed of. And And that is a powerful gift in a culture that wants us to feel separated and different. You know, everybody's got their place, everybody's got their station, you know. So to feel that you're a part of something bigger, better than what you ever would have dreamed of it's pretty dang cool.